The DJI Mini 5 Pro has definitely received some nice upgrades over the Mini 4 Pro. For example, it's slightly taller. It's definitely more grey, but, and I think more importantly, it's received a whole bunch of tech improvements. I think the big thing that everyone's talking about is that it now has an upgraded full 1-inch sensor. We have full obstacle avoidance as well, especially at the front where we have this LiDAR technology now implemented in the Mini series for the first time. And this is going to be perfect for low light conditions. And there are some great quality of life improvements as well, such as 48 gigabytes of internal storage. I don't even have an SD card set up in this at the moment. The props can now be removed and replaced without using a screwdriver. And battery life has been improved as well, from 34 minutes on the Mini 4 Pro to 36 minutes here with the Mini 5 Pro. I should say that's what DJI are marketing, so expect less than that in the real world. And it's quite windy at the minute, which is helpful because the wind resistance has also been improved here on the Mini 5 Pro by about 10 to 20%. However, something to be aware of is that all of these tech improvements may have come at a bit of a cost, which I'll talk about in a little while. Before we get to that, let's talk about the flight capabilities, and I've got to say straight up front, this is undoubtedly the best drone from DJI within the Mini series. But I do want to stress this video has not been sponsored. DJI did not send this out to me. I purchased this drone myself with my own money. So I do hope you can trust me when I tell you that yes, I am impressed. The first thing that caught me off guard on my first takeoff was how fast this thing was. So the DJI Mini 5 Pro has a vertical ascent speed of up to 10 meters per second, which is double that of the Mini 4 Pro. And if, like me, you've flown the Mini 4 Pro a lot, this really does catch you off guard. It is that quick. Now, I'm flying on a really windy day here, and that increased wind resistance with the Mini 5 Pro might not be that much on paper, but it does make a notable difference. And despite the wind and the gusts, I felt fully confident at all times during my flight. I actually like the darker grey colour on this drone. I think it is more practical. It actually keeps the drone easier to see in line of sight when it is in flight. And unsurprisingly for a DJI drone, the 3-axis gimbal here keeps everything buttery smooth in terms of the video that you capture, and the video itself looks fantastic. First off, the upgraded 1-inch sensor does a great job. It allows you to take photos up to 50 megapixels, and you can now capture video up to 4K 120 FPS, which is updated from the Mini 4 Pro, which maxed out at 4K 100 FPS. But going back to the gimbal for a moment, a new feature here is the ability to rotate the gimbal up to 225 degrees. Yes, this means we're bringing across the full vertical video shooting from the Mini 4 Pro, but it also gives you more flexibility in the horizontal shots you are now able to capture, such as this example right here. Of course, the popular features on the Mini 4 Pro have been brought over here as well. You still have quick shots and master shots and the ability to set up waypoint-based flights. But a feature I'm definitely becoming a big fan of is the Med Tele mode. I first noticed this earlier in the year with the firmware update to my Osmo Pocket 3 on that camera, but effectively this is kind of like a optical type zoom, so it gives you that 2x zoom but without any loss of quality. This is still the full resolution. So yes, the Mini 4 Pro is very capable of doing a 2x zoom, but that was a digital zoom, so you were losing pixels. On the contrary, the Med Tele mode lets you keep all of the full picture fidelity, and it's going to be perfect for capturing amazing shots with a deeper parallax effect. So this might be all singing or dancing, but I did mention that all of this advanced tech DJI have put into the Mini 5 Pro may come at a bit of a cost. Regardless of how good this drone is, one of the main reasons that people buy mini drones is because of the category of flying that they come under. The sub 250 gram category that these mini drones are intended for are what give you that additional freedom in most places around the world when it comes to flying. However, the Mini 5 Pro is advertised at 249.9 grams takeoff weight. That is cutting things very fine. In fact, DJI themselves are saying there is a manufacturing tolerance of plus or minus 4 grams. And so if you're purchasing this because you want to fly in that mini category, then that is definitely something to be aware of. Now, if your drone is over that 250 limit when you purchase it and weigh it, that's something obviously I'll leave to you with how you deal with that, but it is something I wanted to bring to your attention. Now, yes, DJI Mini 5 Pro has updated the battery life from the Mini 4 Pro by a couple of minutes, but that's only on paper. The 36 minutes of flight time that DJI are suggesting here is just unrealistic in real world flying. In fact, a more realistic flight time for the Mini 5 Pro in my testing is actually about 20 to 25 minutes, which is somewhat negligible in comparison to what I can get out of my Mini 4 Pro. That said, DJI have done a fantastic job in cramming in new and updated tech into the Mini 5 Pro, and as such, it's actually remarkable that it still competes on battery life against the Mini 4 Pro, even pushing out that extra minute or two. Now, overall, the Mini 5 Pro is a fantastic drone. I would expect nothing less from DJI. They are the leaders in this market for a reason. And if you are looking for your first DJI drone, then the Mini 5 Pro is almost certainly going to be your best choice right now. And if the particular upgrades that it offers over the Mini 4 Pro, if you're already an owner of that model, are appealing to you, then I would definitely say it is worth upgrading as also. The increased camera sensor size is a really nice feature. However, the rest of the upgrades here are definitely more quality of life focused, such as the improved obstacle avoidance, the inclusion of more storage, the faster ascent speed. These things are not essential, so you may want to save some bucks if you are happy with your Mini 4 Pro's performance. But for me, it was a bit of a no-brainer here. The Mini 5 Pro is a great addition to the DJI drone arsenal, and please let me know what you think.